Down Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Washington football team. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
10-6.
Here's Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first and 10 is Conner, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
He was brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Shotgun now for Murray. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. His running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On second down, it's Gibson, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Jordan Phillips coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
To Max Williams.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Yeah, boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, Murray. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
9-yard line.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Kill, kill, kill. Back.
This is Connor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
And DeAndre Hopkins with another catch. And let's face it, when Arizona made this trade, there had to be no one happier than quarterback Kyler Murray, who had been pushing his management to draft his college teammate C.D. Lamb out of Oklahoma. But when they made the trade for DeAndre Hopkins, they didn't need to do that anymore. This guy's an all-pro receiver. He's been the top 3 in receptions the last 2 seasons. And now with Larry Fitzgerald already there, and you add DeAndre Hopkins, the possibilities endless for the Arizona Cardinals in the passing game.
19 yards there on the catch and run. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go one more. 55, Mike, 55. Come on, D.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. and the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Washington nothing. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The tackle made by T.J. Carey. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage in your tight end on that one.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, again, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Play fake. Murray. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through And the lead moves to 10-zip. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little...
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On first down, Gibson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometime.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes our score 17-0.
Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish. Okay. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team.
A lot of time to come back. Just play smart.
2nd and 12.
Vikings.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll look to run with Connor, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his second touchdown on the season, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. Whoa, he just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Chandler Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Fitzpatrick, he'll look downfield for Humphreys. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And hard running is going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm scared.
Murray now. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Set to kick off.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Play action now. Fitzpatrick winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he finds his rookie target from Memphis, Antonio Gibson.
Complete to...
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Washington.
Now Fitzpatrick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Buda Baker there on the coverage.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Third and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Looking long for Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, a run with Connor. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Connor on the toss left side. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Gary Conley. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they go backwards here. losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, again to Connor. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
At the 28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 22, 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Ben Gideon in on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Connor. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals add on. Prater on to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down, Washington.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fitzpatrick taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's countered. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
makes it 3rd and 2.
He'll try and run forward with counter. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
He's across midfield.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 43-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
3rd and 1.
They'll run with Edmonds again. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, it's counter. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
That one caught by Gibson. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. And they will take a knee here.
Today's final score.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Arizona, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.